Hey guys, welcome back to another weekly-ish update, aka Diana's going to be doing her makeup for the gym because that's pretty much my only time to get out of the house and do something for myself. And I'll be honest, this weekly update is not really a weekly update because there's really not much to update you guys on besides the fact that I absolutely failed all of my May goals. I'm talking about all of them. So I guess we can kind of walk through what those were and what the heck has happened. And I will preface this by saying, like, I totally overloaded May with goals. I said that I was not going to jam-pack May with goals, but I absolutely did. Looking at it, yeah, I did, because if I would have properly planned for May to see what all I had coming up, I would have been like, yeah, this is a little bit too much, just because May was a very hectic month with my son's birthday and then graduation, school being out, tournaments. I didn't realize that we had tournaments for spring ball. And it was literally to the point where in one day on my son's birthday, we had to run over to my daughter's graduation, do all of that. And then as soon as graduation was over, we were literally flying to her softball tournament.
Everyone going to 5th grade or group, you're going to have the best teachers and you're going to have a lot of fun. And I'm nervous to go to 6th grade, but my mom says it's not as bad as it seems.
So that's pretty much how May has gone. And I don't know, the days have literally just been flying by, and I realized today, like today is pretty much the last day of May, and girl, we didn't get any of these goals done. So my goals were to read up to chapter 11 in the book that I'm reading, because I'm trying to get back into reading, and I'm reading Atomic Habits by James Clear, which I love, but I absolutely did not get up to chapter 11. I don't even think that I've gotten through a chapter this month. I got through a few pages, but I don't think I've gotten to the next chapter from where I started. And I did say that I wanted to make coffee 5 times a week, which I've done pretty well with that. I actually went through a whole big pack of K-Pods. I think that's what they're called. And I just re-upped last night. So that, I would say that I pretty much met that. But there were some days that I did go to the coffee shop, some weeks I should say. I did go to the coffee shop more than twice. And some days I went twice in a day, not gonna lie. On the day of like the tournaments and things like that, girl, I was there a second time. But those were the days where it was like I had a free drink, like from 7 Brew, or they had the half off drinks. And so, yes, I was right there in that line, getting me some extra coffee. My Citi credit card, I am down to my last Citi card, and the 0 intro APR does end in July. And I looked and I really sat down. I'm like, dang, girl, it's been about 12 months with this card. And I feel like I had so much time in the beginning, but literally, I don't know what is happening. But time has been flying by, and now I am about to be starting the fight of my life to get the balance down to 0 before I start accruing interest again. So I wanted to get it to $2,500. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know what this Citi card balance is. I don't even know. I don't think I put anything additional to that card outside of the minimum payment, but I will check. I have to update the app really quickly. I will check that in just a moment. And last thing, which is a big part of why I did not hit any of these goals, I would have at least hit 2 if this would have worked out for me. It is the extra income that I had coming in. So I've been doing work for a brand, a very large, well-known brand, for pretty much the past year. Every quarter I do work for them, ad work for them. And for some reason, it's just been a lot harder this time. And I think that's because their representative, the person who's actually doing the outreach, is different. I'm used to working with a specific person, and she was amazing, always on top of things, did really well with keeping me in the loop and communicating. And I think that this person, I'm going to say that she's just new, and it's just been more difficult. I have been waiting to have an answer from a question that I asked since May 13th. It's May 29th. And I've sent 2 more emails, and I still ain't got a response. The work has been done though. Not the additional work that was requested, but the first round of work has been done. And I have no idea what's going on because I'm out the loop. Like I said, my personal contact is not communicating, and that's making me a little nervous. And I was a little bummed about it as well because I'm just like, okay, well, dang, I needed this so that I can get my car part fixed. That was one of my goals. And bringing in an additional $500, which I did say, like, I hit that, but on accident because they requested some additional work that I am going to be doing, or assume that I'm going to be doing as soon as I can get a response. And that was well over $500. So I'm stressed. Every day I wake up and I'm checking my email, and I'm a bit stressed because when you're playing with somebody's money, like you're playing with someone's livelihood, especially in today's time where people are really just struggling to make ends meet, and you know, having extra money left over is a huge blessing. And it's like over $4,000 that's just up in the air right now, and I know that I would be able to do a lot with that money once we can, I guess, get it figured out what's going on and what else that they need and when my first payment is going to go through. So that's a little setback that I have been dealing with, that I've been trying not to stress over. I've literally just been saying, you know, God, I'm going to let you handle it, and then I go and then I send another email. So I really just need to be patient. Number one, it is teaching me a lot of patience, which doing work with brands anyway, you have to have a lot of patience and trust also, because sometimes bad things do happen. Like you know, some people don't get paid, but I have faith because this is such a large company that if they knew I was having issues, I believe that they would correct the issue very quickly because their reputation is on the line. So, but I do believe next time I come on here, I'm going to have a positive update, and I'm going to be able to budget the funds, at least half of the funds, to get some things paid off and to send an amount to my savings as well. So I am believing in that. I am speaking positively over this, and you know, that's really all I can do. But I did check on my city really quickly. So it looks like I'm ending the month with $2,890.12. Yes, because I don't have a payment scheduled until June 6th. So I'm ending the month of May with $2,890. That's what I have remaining. And then I will be able to move on to my student loans. And I'm going to be honest, y'all, I am not 100% in this. Like, I don't know what it is with my motivation right now, but it has dwindled when it comes to just my finances and having the fire to accomplish all of these things financially like I used to have. And I guess that's really bothering me. That's what it is, what's really bothering me about it. Because I'll look myself in the mirror, I'm like, girl, why aren't we fired up for this anymore? Like, why are we waking up and like finding new ways and new things to get to these goals? And I guess it's just not part of my identity anymore, and I'm having a really hard time accepting that. Like, I'm having a really hard time accepting that, to the point where I kind of still keep trying to force myself to be really die hard when it comes to my finances and it's just not working, and I feel like I'm really burning myself out and shooting myself in the foot by doing that. So I've been kind of just toying around with, okay, so what else can I do? Like, what else lights me up? What else can I focus on? Because obviously we need to make money. We need to make money, and we need to be smart with our money. And I think I've grown to realize, like, good money management is just a part of growing up. It's a part of life. It's something that you should be practicing, but you don't have to make it your whole entire life and your whole entire identity. And so I'm trying to find my identity outside of budgeting and paying off debt and investing and all of that good stuff. And so I think I need to just focus on my 9-to-5 ladder. I don't want to be in a supervisory role. That is not what I'm seeking, but I have been taking on or been given new projects at work that allow me to take on more of a project management role, in which I am leading a few big projects, and I feel like that's giving me a spark. And that's really one of the reasons why I am not able to make videos as often as I was, because I am busy and I'm like just throwing myself into my work. And I've learned that it's okay to be a 9-to-5 girly. It is okay to be a 9-to-5 girl. You do not have to be a business owner to be a boss girl. Like, you don't have to be out here running 55 million businesses. You can just be content with your 9-to-5 and, you know, going hard and being a boss babe in your 9-to-5 life. And that is absolutely okay. I thought that I had to have a business and do all these things on the side for myself in order to be a boss babe, in order to be valuable, in order to increase my income. But I think I'm now leaning, I'm happier with the 9-to-5 life, and just thinking of the potential that I have in my company of like moving to different positions. So that's something that I really want to focus on, and that's something that I am focusing on, learning to sharpen my project management skills, and hopefully learning Scrum. If you know, you know, that's a little the agile method. It's something that I'm trying to practice and pick up on, because I feel like that's a valuable skill to have, being a Scrum master. And so that's something that I'm excited about. I've been researching, I'm excited about, and it is lighting the fuel to my fire. And also it is a pay raise, and so I will take a pay raise. And I've just been envisioning myself as getting out of my comfort zone, because I am extremely comfortable in my role. I know how to do it. I know how to do it well. But I find that when I get a project that I have to lead, it irritates me a little bit, because it's forcing me to step outside of my comfort zone and try something new and learn new things, and having a heavier weight on my shoulders. But it's an irritation that I need, because I've been praying to God for him to like show me what is my next direction. I know like what I'm doing right now is not it, sis. Like, I have hit my max. I am unmotivated, and obviously if you're unmotivated, you've kind of seeped into this place of where you're just comfortable and nothing is really challenging you anymore. And so one thing I do recommend is taking a step back and being honest with yourself. Like, have you become too comfortable? Has your life become too easy for you? And do you need to take on more challenges? And it's going to irritate you a bit, but you know, I find that irritation causes us to take action. Like, if we're thirsty or we're hungry, that irritation is going to cause us to go to the kitchen, you know, and get something to eat and get something to drink. And so this irritation is a good irritation, and I feel like it has truly come from the divine, because I've been asking and I'm going to receive it. It may not be exactly the way in which I wanted to receive it, because I'm uncomfortable, but I feel really good and I feel a worth, and I feel like I'm learning, and that is what I love. I love to learn, and I love a challenge, and I guess I've been missing that. And so that is what I have been up to, definitely at work. And what I think my next step is just to get all that I can with these projects in the summer. There's nothing I can really do now. I don't care to try to look for new positions because my kids are home right now. My kids are home. We're not doing not after school, but summer camp, because it's just, the cost of summer camp is ridiculous. And it's just something that I'm not willing to pay for this year. And so we're just coming up, with a routine at home. And so far, so good. It's been about 4 days. So, we're still kind of new to the routine, but I think going to the park, letting them ride their bikes, and just finding free-ish activities to do is going to be the best for my little family right now. Like the situation that we have right now. I cannot get these eyebrows together. I'm going to do that later. But I feel good, like, with the budget aspect of things. Been eating at home more, so drinking coffee, eating at home more. And y'all, today, I actually think tonight my funds come over from my paycheck. And let me tell y'all, I've been doing really good. I've been so intentional about staying within my budget and not letting my lack of motivation and like me just feeling stuck and stagnant cause me to go out and spend money, because I've been doing that. I'll be honest with you. I have been doing that. I've been falling into like a pit of spending or overspending because I feel like I need to feel something, And I don't want to do that anymore. So I have $50 and some change in my buffer account. And my buffer account is an account that I have like $150 that's deposited into that account every payday. And that is to CYA, basically. So if I forget some things due, if I go over on my spending through my personal funds, then I can rely on the buffer account. And that's kind of like a buffer, or it stands in between me and my my emergency fund. So I don't have to dip into savings or go off and swipe my credit card. I'll just pull it from the buffer. So $50 and some change and my buffer account. And let me check my personal spending account. So $49.68. So I have about a little over $100. So a little over $100 that I have remaining that I can roll into the next pay period, which will be helpful because, like I said, we're still going to be outside and doing activities this summer. So I think I'm just going to take the excess and roll it into the funds, because things can add up really quickly, really quickly, especially because it's me and 2 kids. And I'm on a single income. So I think that'll be the smartest thing for me. But I've been doing really good with that. And like I said, I just try to take it from a perspective of, this is not my identity. This is just a part of being a responsible adult, managing my money correctly. It doesn't have to feel like I'm giving up and I'm sacrificing so much. It doesn't have to feel like a chore. It's just me honoring and respecting myself and my time and my worth and my vision for myself in the future. And that has helped me to get myself together, get up, go to the kitchen, cook dinner, cook breakfast, cook lunch, and all of those things, instead of just taking the easy way out and going out and buying things. And I guess that's really the objective of this video. Like, I've been feeling very unmotivated and very lost, and I did not know. I felt kind of trapped, like, okay, what can I do? I can't do anything about it. I just have to keep going. I have to have discipline. I have to keep going, and I have to keep doing things the way that I was doing them. But girl, if you're like me and you're feeling the exact same way, I recommend that you do not continue to just keep trying to do things the way that you were doing them, because you may have very well outgrown whatever you were doing and how you were doing it, and whatever you were like striving towards. It's okay to have a different goal. It's okay to rework the goal. It is okay to completely scrap the goal if you feel like that is not in alignment with who you are right now in this season. And so certain goals for me definitely have been scrapped, but certain goals I realize are just something that I truly want to do, like having a rental properties and things like that. Despite maybe what some people might think, that's something that I really want to do, and that's still a goal of mine. And I know that I have to find something you gotta have something out here. If you're not having like a high paying job, you've got to obviously have something else to sustain you out here, and add to, you know, that 9 to 5 income. And I'm just trying to figure out ways in which I can do that as well. YouTube's great. YouTube is great. Ad work is great. But I know it's not forever, and it's not something that I am incredibly passionate about. I just love my community. I love talking to y'all. And just sharing my journey online for whoever cares to follow it. But I know it's not something that I want to do forever. And it's not something that is really sustainable when it comes to income, because it's just so up and down. So I definitely recommend taking a very close, hard look at your life and how you are living it each day and your routine, and trying to switch it up. And the things that you said that you did not want to do before, revisit those things, because they very well may be what you need to get you out of the slump that you're in. Like with the 9 to 5 life, I'm like, I don't want to climb the ladder anymore. But in reality, I do. And like, what do I want to do? What do I want to give? How do I want to go about it? And that is the scariest thing, to just feel like you don't know your next step. Like, you're just walking through a dark tunnel and you don't know where the end is, and you can't see your feet and you can't see your hands. You're just walking. And that's just me right now. I am just walking, but I am so excited at the potential of what is at the other end of that tunnel. And like I said, I got big G, okay? I got big God. I'm praying for his leadership, and I hate saying the divine's leadership, and guidance, and I feel like I'm getting it. It's just going to require me letting go of what I thought that I wanted and what I said that I wanted, and just completely surrender to everything, and just to give it my all. Like, don't X out anything, just give it my all. And that is what I recommend and encourage for y'all as well. So yeah, that's what's been up. Nothing has really changed financially, which is a good thing. You know, nothing has really gone downhill. And I'm going to continue to be patient when it comes to the extra funds, because I did work hard for that. So I'm going to be patient, and I know that everything is going to work out the way that it needs to work out. And then I can excitedly come on here and tell you guys how I was able to maximize that money and what I did with it. And I am still working on figuring out what I want my next move to be. And I know that I am working towards it, because I'm learning new things and I'm challenging myself, and I'm putting myself in an extremely uncomfortable situation. I am so uncomfortable right now, girl. I am so uncomfortable right now. I am extremely uncomfortable right now, but I know, like, because I'm uncomfortable, bigger things are coming, because I'm completely wide open right now, and I am outside of the comfort zone box. And so that means I'm not in this little box stuck. I can actually stand up and grow and expand. And so I'm just excited to see what is to come. But I, once again, want to know how you guys have been doing. How were your May goals? What were your May goals? How were they? Hopefully, if you had May goals, they went a lot better than mine. I will say for June, since I have no goals, I have no goals besides to be present with my kids, to once again really lean into and show my supervisor and my manager what I can do and what I'm made of with these projects, and to continue to manage my money in a way that honors me and the work that I put in to make the money that I have received. Yeah, let me know down below. Thank you for listening to me ramble, and I will see you guys in the next video. Oh look, it's like, ooh, what? It's like real moist. It's